Hey, what's up guys? I'm Dan H and welcome back to the project. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 things I love most about the Jeep Cherokee XJ. Now I almost didn't want to make this video. How could I possibly contain everything I love about these XJs into only 5 things? But I'm going to do my best to put something together for you. I feel like I owe it to the Cherokee because I just did the 5 things I hate about the Cherokee, and I know it wasn't a serious video, but I got to balance it out, you know? Good with the bad. So now you're getting the good. I also wanted to do this video today because I'm having some trouble with the Commander, believe it or not. So talking about this is going to keep my mind off of that. So starting off this list, counting down, number 5 will be looks. Nothing beats the look of a classic Jeep Cherokee XJ. This thing was perfect, and Jeep knew it. They didn't change this thing for 18 years, starting in 1984, right on to 2001, with the exception of some minor differences in 1997 when they redesigned the nose and rounded out the hatch. But other than that, this is what the first modern SUV was based after. 4 doors, a hatch, and it's the first unibody SUV. It's boxy, yeah, it does look aggressive, it's got that old school appeal, and with the updates for 97 and up, it's the perfect bridge to get the old 80s style with the modern SUVs they're making today. Alright, so the number 4 thing I love about the Jeep Cherokee XJ is going to start with a D. I was going to say drivability, which is definitely a factor. There's nothing better than jumping in a car, rear-wheel drive, front engine. It's got that classic American muscle car feel. It's still fun to drive. It feels like you're connected to the vehicle, especially if you have the manual. I know you hardcore XJ guys love the manual. You told me this thing wouldn't be perfect until a manual is in it, so maybe one day we'll see. So yes, drivability is definitely one of my favorite things about this, and durability also. You cannot kill this 4.0. This thing is bulletproof. You'd really have to work hard at putting this thing in the grave. If you give this thing minimal maintenance, it could run for a very long time. Some of my most favorite comments in the Perfect XJ video was people telling me they have 200,000 plus, 300,000 plus. Some almost have 400,000 miles on their XJ. That's amazing. Keep it up, guys. Alright, next on the list, these Cherokees are still relatively inexpensive. Now don't be confused with cheap. To me, cheap implies of poor quality. Inexpensive means you can still get them at a reasonable dollar. Now jump on Craigslist or Letgo. I'm sure you could find at least 5 of them under $3,000 anywhere in the United States. I mean, there's always going to be that one under $1,000. You might want to steer clear of that one. But if you could get one around $3,000, that's a great value for a Jeep Cherokee. Especially if they're going up to 300,000 miles. Cherokees are a great entry-level Jeep. You could work on them yourself, and the parts are extremely available. So find a Cherokee that has no rust, let's say down south, make a road trip out of it. I had a great time.
Not going all the way upstate for another crap XJ.
Crap XJ.
So go grab yourself an inexpensive Cherokee, and even if you have to put a little work into it, there are a ton of parts out there, both OEM parts in junkyards and aftermarket. So that's my next point. Jeep Cherokees have a ton of parts available to them. They are the parts king. So why are Jeep Cherokees the parts king? Well, from your vantage point, you probably can't tell what year this is. And that's the whole idea. For the whole 18 years of production, they didn't change very much. Most of the parts are interchangeable. So what do we got, a 95?
This is a 94.
94. They made 2 million of these things in North America, and an additional 800,000 worldwide. So that's almost 3 million Jeep Cherokees worth of parts out there. And that's a great asset to have when you're on the hunt for a part at a junkyard. The chances of you leaving with the part you need is much greater. You could actually get yourself a parts car. Sometimes it's more cost effective to buy a whole new junk Cherokee, take everything you need for your build, and then you could just scrap the body. Heck, I've even sold a body that I thought was useless. Somebody found a need for it. Tony picked up that body from the Cherokee in my first video, and he used the sheet metal to make a Comanche with the 1997 to 2001 body styling. And it's actually on Craigslist right now. And even though there's a ton of XJ parts out there, you can still use parts from other Jeep models on this. I have parts from a WJ and a ZJ on this thing. Not to mention, places online like rockauto.com can ship to your house OEM spec parts in the same week. There's a ton of parts. And all of that is still before the aftermarket world. There are a ton of companies popping up making aftermarket products for these XJs. JCR Off-Road for one. I can't wait to get a set of their bumpers for Beach Jeep. Alright guys, the number one thing I love most about these Jeep Cherokee XJs is they are simple.
Simple.
You can do all the work to your Cherokee by yourself with standard tools and a little bit of know-how. You can watch YouTube, figure it out yourself. They come apart so easily. They're simple technology, back from the 80s. You don't need a dealership with specialized parts or specialized diagnostic tools. You have YouTube, that's your how-to. You have the forums, there's your diagnostics. You could go out and you could get it done. In your garage, in your driveway, or on your slab. You can swap axles. I put a high pinion Dana 30 from a 98 Cherokee in this. You can swap engines. Check out my engine pull video. That was really simple. Oop. So I guess that's it in a nutshell. A few reasons why I love the Jeep Cherokee XJ. A lot of you asked me what my favorite XJ is. I would have to say the 2000 and 2001 XJ is my all-time favorite. But you have to swap out the low pinion Dana 30 with a high pinion Dana 30, like I did this. Also, you're gonna want to look out for the bad 0331 casting of the head. And if you look, it's got the good tuppy head in there. There you go, T-U-P-Y, tuppy, stamped right in the head. Now, if you could find a 2000 or a 2001 that has the tuppy stamped on the head, you should be good to go. All you really need is the high pinion Dana 30. So that's it. That's my favorite XJ setup right about now. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what your favorite XJ is. Let me know what you do with it. Rock crawl, overland, keep it stock, daily driver. I want to know. Tell me 5 things you love about your XJ also. So that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next project.